everyone, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So today is my Worldhoppers Secret Santa book review and I am so jazzed. So jazzed. So Worldhoppers is a collaborative booktube channel with a lot of content creators, and they get together and just talk about books and discussions about books and things in the booktube community. So I will link the channel down below. Please, please, please go check it out. All of the ad revenue goes to charity, so it's just a win-win for everyone. Andy Smith was the organizer for this last year and this year. So for this Secret Santa, instead of physically buying a gift for someone, you were assigned a booktuber, and the goal is to go watch their channel, find out what some of their favorite books are, and then read and review one that you have not read yet. So my Secret Santa was Ridma. She is fantastic. I will link her channel down below. Please go check her out. I stumbled upon her channel I think in January. I was looking up Malazan content, and I was excited to see a female Malazan reviewer, and I just love the way she talks about books. She's very eloquent and insightful, and I just love her taste in books. And it was really hard to find a book because I've either read most of the stuff that she has already loved and reviewed, or I'm in the middle of it, or we just have very similar tastes. But I finally found one, and I'm very excited about it. And that book is Seasons of Albadone by Alon Marche and Christopher Warren. I will link it down below. Please go check it out. So the basic overview of this book is that it is set in Albadone, and it takes place over 4 seasons. And within each season, we get a different story from a different perspective. And all of these stories impact one another, but you don't quite know how until you read through to the end. So we follow an aspiring enchantress as she searches for a way to lift a terrible curse, a drunken father who makes a dangerous wish, a foreman who tilts the balance between nature and progress, and a mother who is traveling with her dying child in search of a healer. And the story is deceptively simple, but is so just layered and complex at the same time. It has a very fairy tale-like writing style. The writing is pretty simple. You kind of get thrown into the world, but not in a Malazan type of way. You just kind of get placed there and you just go with it. There's not a lot of info dumps. You find out just enough information to help you follow the plot, and it's perfect. And even though there's not a ton of character development, because this is a 200-ish page book, you get enough information where you do connect with the characters and feel emotions while you're reading this book, even though it kind of feels like you're reading an adult fairy tale. I think that's the best way to describe it, but it's not in a cheesy way. And some of the stories get kind of dark, but I love how the authors wrote this in a way where I could see everything in my mind. I loved following these characters and their stories and learning how all the plot threads weave together, and how it's so relevant to our world today. And I honestly would not have probably picked this up if it hadn't been for the Secret Santa, but it was such a nice surprise, and I can see why Ridma chose this as one of the best books she read in 2020. I read this in one sitting. I did not want to put it down. And it was just so enchanting and gripping and emotional. And I was on the edge of my seat because I wanted to know what happened to these characters. I loved how it blends a little bit of science and magic into this fairy tale like story. And I love that we look at real world things like tradition versus progress and real world problems like alcoholism and how it affects the people around you, and being a mom and just wanting to do what's best for your kid. And it was just fantastic. And I think it's one of those books that is definitely going to stick with me, and I'll think about it. And it's definitely one that I will reread in the future. It was just lovely. It was so lovely. And I highly, highly recommend it. So this was definitely a great Secret Santa pick. I'm super happy with it. And I love that this is also self-published. So this isn't one that you would just stumble upon on like Tor or Orbit's website. It really, I think, has been making the rounds by word of mouth. So I definitely want to see more people read it. So I will link the video where Ridma talks about it. And again, I will link her channel and I will link Worldhoppers. So have you read this book? If so, please let me know. And if you did you enjoy it? If you just want to let me know you're here but you don't have anything to add, drop some kind of seasonal emoji down below, like a snowflake for winter or a flower for spring. As always, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have fantastic holiday season, and I hope you get a lot of great reading in and great time with your loved ones. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.